Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, sir. Am I under arrest?
Not yet. We gotta do everything by the book. Let's go.
10 minutes ago, Detective Nick accused Nolan of trying to kill him. Police also found several handguns and a stack of cash at Nolan's house. In the interrogation room, attorney Wesley told Nolan that he didn't have the right to remain silent. One wrong word, and he'd be sent straight to jail. But Nolan was convinced that all he needed to do was tell the truth, that Nick had framed him. However, what Wesley said next left him completely speechless.
You are a white man, a cop. You have already been treated with a level of deference my other clients would never get. If you were black or brown, the police would have created exigent circumstances and kicked the door in. Shot you if they thought you reacted aggressively. Arrested you if you surrendered, confident that the DA would bully you into a plea deal.
Nolan had no way to refute it. Soon, the head of internal affairs came to take over his interrogation, and a flurry of confusing questions came at him. Nolan decided to lay it all out. No holds barred, even about where the stolen money was.
Is the evidence Armstrong planted?
It's in the water heater.
Told you so.
I made a mess of this. You have to let me try and fix it.
You can't. Even if everything you told me is true and Detective Armstrong is guilty as sin, your actions might very well have allowed him to muddy the waters enough to escape punishment.
Yes, sir. I understand, and that'll be my burden to bear. But right now, we have bigger fish than Armstrong. Ruben Darien has been laughing at this department for years. Because of him, 2 cops are dead. He has to pay for that, and I can make it happen. Let me wear a wire.
For a long time, the police had agreed to let Nolan go undercover in the criminal gang. They helped him stage it, using wires and getting news outlets to announce to the public that he'd been suspended and was taking dirty money without paying it back. Then Nolan called Ruben and said he wanted to join his crew. Ruben agreed too. Nolan went to the designated spot and waited for a while. An SUV pulled up and a man got out, telling Nolan to take off all his clothes and put on the ones they'd prepared for him. With the police listening devices now useless, they could only track him via drone. But at that moment, Rosa, who was in jail, called Nick.
Who do you think told John about your little hidey hole?
And now I've told them about your go bag.
You're out of moves, Nick.
Enjoy prison.
Nick flew into a rage and escaped from the hospital immediately. When Gray found out Nick had left the hospital, he ordered an immediate interception of the vehicle Nolan was in.
Show me your hands! Blow down your window! Nolan.
Gray realized they'd been prepared all along. Nolan was taken to a parking lot, and when he pulled off the hood over his head, Ruben was standing right in front of him.
That's your fault. You didn't give me any time to lose a tail. What kind of sloppy protocols is Armstrong teaching you?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
That's when Nick got out of the car, and Nolan knew he'd been exposed.
It was a nice play, Nolan. It was a nice play. And it might have worked had I not called Ruben and told him you were way too much of a Boy Scout to ever sell your soul.
Ruben handed Nick a handgun and told him to take Nolan out himself. Nick didn't hesitate. He pulled the trigger.
I'm sick of hearing your voice.
Wait!